before the House of Representatives last month, and I was with the Regional Airline Association. They said 30 communities have lost all commercial airline service in the last year. And another 70 communities have lost substantial frequency. That means over 100 communities with little or no commercial airline service over the last 12 months. Now, if you're a company that's headquartered in one of those communities, or if you've got plants or facilities there, major customers, you need business aviation. And that community needs the lifeline that business aviation is. Business aviation is also a productivity enhancer for the companies that own it. During times of economic stress, companies need to maximize, leverage all of their assets, including their human assets. And what business aviation does is it allows companies to get the most out of their employees. It means you can have the employees work en route. It means you can minimize the time that they're out of the office. When does it make sense to use a business airplane? If you're trying to do 3 meetings in a single day, business aviation is prudent and it's cost effective. If you wake up in St. Louis and need to do meetings in Tulsa, Shreveport, and Tupelo, you can't drive there, you can't get there commercially, can't be done but for business aviation. Business aviation allows you to do 3 things in one day instead of 1 thing in 3. If you've got a group of people and you need to discuss proprietary information en route, if you've got to work on a presentation, have dialogue, turn that travel time into productive time, you need business aviation. If you've got a product that can't fit in an overhead bin, too sensitive to put in the cargo hold, you need business aviation. You're trying to go to one of those communities with little or no commercial airline service, you need business aviation. Business aviation also helps America by its humanitarian flights. We saw this after Katrina. Commercial airlines did a fabulous job serving Louis Armstrong, critical to the recovery and evacuation efforts. But general aviation was there too, all throughout Mississippi and Louisiana, using the airports, moving in emergency relief, bringing in experts, taking out evacuees. It's a fundamental part of the recovery of Katrina. It's going on today in North Dakota as we see the Red River rise, crest. Whether it's moving Special Olympics athletes, moving cancer patients, moving combat veterans, business aviation is important to the United States. And it's been frustrating to see it kind of captured with an image that was discussed earlier that looks a lot like the guy on the Monopoly board. The fact of the matter is, business aviation in the United States, 85% of it, small and mid-sized companies. How often is the CEO on board? About 15% of the time. Over the half the time business aviation is being utilized, it's mid-level employees doing missions that can't be done on commercial airlines or can't be driven. Business aviation is a fundamental part of our nation's air transportation system. It's a lifeline to communities, and it's an engine for our economy. All of us at NBAA and within the general aviation community are excited about who we are and what we do. We're proud of our contributions. We're going through a very difficult time. Business aviation has always followed economic cycles, just like the commercial airline industries. When the economy grows, business aviation grows, commercial aviation grows. When it contracts, commercial aviation contracts, business aviation contracts. But it's been worse this time. The problem has been exacerbated by comments coming out of Washington, by things in the press that have suggested that business aviation is inappropriate. Tell that to the companies that are trying to operate where there is little commercial airline service. Tell that to the people on the shop floor trying to keep manufacturing jobs in the United States. Tell that to those who are being supported by the 12,000 or 15,000 humanitarian flights per year. Business aviation is struggling right now, but it shouldn't have the additional struggle of a negative perception, because that's not who we are, that's not how we operate. NBAA and GAMA are going to try to tell the good news of business aviation. We're going to try to set the record straight. Keep in mind,